What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Knick-ish Nite, where we bring in a new guest every week to talk about the New York Knicks and the NBA. And today we're doing it on a Wednesday because the Knicks are playing tomorrow. But we're excited for this week's edition of Knick-ish Nite because tonight we bring in an old buddy of mine. He is a side rapper, trapper, all that. Loves the New York Knicks, and we're excited to bring him on. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome, Abed. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? My name is Abed. As he said, I am a rapper on the side. You know what I'm saying? Lifelong Knicks fan, man. I got the Mitchell jersey. You know what's up?
That's official. All the real
Nice.
fans be rocking the Mitch.
Bro, that's our future, man.
That's that 2021 edition too. He had 26 before and changed it to 23.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Oh man, like my partner said, you a rapper, man. So right off rip, tell me about how you got into it. You know what I mean? Like what inspired you, and just like who are some of your inspirations?
All right, yeah, that's actually a great question. How I got into it, bro? I was in middle school. I was rhyming, and it's that lunch table shit. People are just banging the damn, the
Right.
Like, all right, let me spit some shit. I spit some shit. People were like, "Hey, yo, bro, you not that bad. You should try this one." Next thing you know, I'm like, all right, man, let me just try this shit. Then every single year from like 6th, 7th grade, I always kept writing and writing and writing. But like that's actually how I got into it. But honestly, like the bigger thing I'm trying to get myself more into besides the rapping is really the engineering side of it. So like recording people and trying to mix their stuff in and get that out. Because really, like with rap, man, like everyone's trying to be a rapper, bro, but that's hard to do. Like it's easy if you're an engineer, you can do a lot more with that. Because if you think about the gold rush, bro, everyone was trying to mine for gold, but who made the bread? The people that sold the jeans, the people that sold the pickaxes and all that, and the food, bro. So you gotta have that kind of mindset.
I see you. Okay.
That's what's up. So
I see where the rap skill is if you're making like comparisons like that. That's clever.
So when it comes to that, who really inspires you?
Bro, I'm from Queens. So Nas, bro. That's my biggest.
All day. There you go. The goat.
That's a goat right there, bro. I own Illmatic on CD and vinyl, bro. That's
wow.
My album, man. Yeah, bro. Big fire. Nas, Lupe Fiasco, Kendrick Lamar, of course. Travis Scott too. If I want to throw some flavor in there, Travis Scott, Lil Uzi Vert, all those newer cats. But I also love a deep appreciation for older rap too. MF Doom was a big one, but rest in peace to him, man.
Rest in peace. Wow. Wait, what year were you born again? Because I feel like 2 or 3 of those guys you just mentioned, like their prime was before you were even born.
You acting like there's not streaming services and internet.
No,
bro.
I know. I'm saying, no, I'm impressed. I'm impressed because the guys he's listening to are way, like Illmatic. Like that's definitely way before you're born.
I mean, yeah, that's 2000, bro. If you love rap music, bro, you're gonna do your Google
Definitely.
searches and learn about this stuff,
man.
Fact.
That's a fact.
If you want to really do it, you gotta love it and appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So now you gotta be a student of the game. You know what I mean? It's like being a ball player and you say who's Michael Jordan. Like, can you imagine?
That's sheer ignorance, bro.
Right?
You telling me your favorite player is Zion Williamson? I don't know how to feel about that.
It's funny as hell, man. It's so I heard I didn't get a chance to listen, but my boy, like, what are your thoughts on just like I didn't get to hear it, but like, Randall All-Star. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think of that, and what do you think of his season so far? You know what I mean?
Bro, all I have to say, man, Julius Randle, I'm really sorry because I shitted on you really hard last year. I was talking about getting your ass traded out of here. I was telling people like, bro, this man is garbage. We wasted 19 million for what? And next thing you know, I see this man hooping out this year. And he deserves a big ass extension. And I'm just, I would like to make a public apology to Julius Randle. You wholeheartedly deserve more love. I am sorry. That is why I made a whole freestyle for you, bro. Because like my boy told me to do it. He was like, bro, you rapping? Why aren't you doing this? And I was like, man, I really gotta do this, bro. This is an apology to you too, bro. Like you wholeheartedly deserve more respect and love. And I need to apologize. My man's been hooping, bro, hooping.
Yeah. I heard it. That was dope, man. You put the comeback with J. Cole's beat on it. I like those dope. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out Abed's page. We definitely have it in our notes below, and we've been tagging him on Instagram all day. You should check it out. It's the latest video they put up. Dope freestyle, man. How long did it take you to put it together?
Well, first of all, I mean the bars. I mean, listen, yo, I have the notebook like right here. I wrote it
That was
like
gonna be my question. I thought it was.
I wrote it in like I wrote this joint in like maybe 30, 40 minutes thinking about it. But recording is very easy. As you see, I have like a setup at home and I have all of my stuff on my computer. It takes only an hour to record. I think the part that was harder was trying to mix like the little video in. And honestly, like I have an IG version, but I also have one on my YouTube channel, right? And I didn't want to get copyright claimed and copyright striked. So I did like a really like 2008-esque like edit ever where it's just a bunch of pictures with like the you know like the cheap like transition effects with the whole and, like the whole sides and all that stuff. Oh my god. But yeah, it didn't take too long, bro, because I just felt it. I just felt his energy. And I was like, I need to do it for him, bro.
Yeah, I mean he's getting the love, man. I don't know if you guys saw the beginning of the game when he spoke to the crowd. He was getting MVP chance from 10 seconds from when he opened his mouth, and it was dope to see he's getting the love. Obviously, I'm not saying he's an MVP candidate, but he deserves the respect for it.
Yes.
And at least he's been the MVP of this team so far this season for sure. So in that sense, it's well earned, and he killed it last night. Despite the loss, he played extremely well. Continued his momentum, and dude's 100% all-star. And you know, you see the people who are talking about the snubs, the Sabonuses, and you know whoever else.
Fuck Sabonis.
Devin Booker.
Say that flat out right now.
Yeah, Devin Booker and all that. But you know, a lot of people who are Knicks fans aren't really talking about Julius Randle not deserving it, which was definitely a nice change. I was kind of expecting a couple of people to be like, you know, Randle didn't really deserve it. He plays on the Knicks, but the narrative's been changing. The narrative has been changing in the NBA. The culture has switched.
I feel you, but was you on Twitter last night? I was part of the folks that like ripped this one basketball writer. He's like, he writes for NBC Sports, the lead writer. He's just like, oh, these coaches trying to reward LeVon and Julius Randle, but what about the players that balled out in the playoffs? I was like,
last year.
What? That's last year, bro. That's one of them dumbass takes where you got to just leave Twitter for a bit, just like think about it, and then get extra pissed.
You got to hit the double take. Like, did he really say he's talking about last season, last year? Like,
about this season, this year, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Bro.
So, Abed, who's your favorite player on the Knicks? I see you got a Mitch jersey. Does that mean he's your favorite player on the Knicks?
Mitch, bro. Yes, Mitchell Robinson is my favorite player on the Knicks, man. Like, the reason why, like, you know, he's just this defensive guy, and like I just like the way that he plays. Like, bro, like I have a big appreciation for centers. Because I don't know, I'm 5'11", but bro, I see 7-foot dudes doing crazy stuff. I'm like, that's dope, right? So Mitchell Robinson, like, he's a defensive monster. He's gotten better too. Like, I watched my first Knicks game like live last year, you know, pre-COVID and everything, right? I watched my first ever Knicks game and I saw Mitch play, and like it's just a hustle and like the determination and the effort that guy put in. And we had like Mike Miller as our coach or some dude. I don't even remember that dude's name, bro. Like, it was some guy, but I remember this man put his heart and soul and everything. He's a second round draft pick, man. Like this guy just screams underdog story that you want to root for, you know?
Facts. He didn't play college. I mean, he just took the year off from school because his grades wasn't good enough. So he's just like, his path to the NBA to what he is now is crazy. You know what I mean? He could have been like a lotto pick.
Easily. I'm like the Knicks, man. I don't know. I mean, we're not the best at picking in the lottery, but I've been noticing a trend of, you know, making really good second round draft pick selections, making really good late first round like selections. I mean, Toppin is looking solid. I mean, he's looking all right. Like, you know, he's not looking amazing, but you know, like it's fine. It's his rookie year. Quickly is looking amazing, and Robinson's a great pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, Knox is not great.
That's polite. You know what I mean?
Ntilikina, bro, I was really rooting for him to hopefully get some minutes this year, but it didn't happen.
Yeah,
but Robinson, man, I want that guy to be our future, bro. Like,
let me ask you a question about Robinson, because you know a lot of us are fans of Robinson, but I think it was the first time we've had someone on our show whose favorite player is Mitchell Robinson. So when you hear about the random, you know, like random rumors come here and there about questioning his maturity, when you read reports like that earlier in the season, or when you randomly see him firing his like fourth agent or whatever, what comes to your mind? What do you think that is?
I mean, I don't know if that's a sign of maturity. Like, it definitely gives you some questions, because you're just like, damn, man, like, why is he firing his people? But at the same time, you know, he's an NBA player. He is only like, He's like what? He's his early 20s, and he's a second round draft.
21. Yeah.
21. Sorry, he's 20. Bro, I'm 20. The guy's 21. So to give his perspective, right? So like, like if I'm in his shoes, right? I have to be careful because you gotta make sure people are really looking for your interests and not for their own. You know, like there's a lot of stories in the NBA and especially the NFL where like agents are somehow taking like $600 million away from the players and they never know. So you know, like it's a little concerning, but then you also gotta remember, man, like the dude's only 21. He has a lot going on, and he needs to like make sure that his bag is secured because that second round draft pick money is not as good compared to that first round draft pick money.
Facts. So let me ask you then, like, how much you willing to pay him? You know what I mean? You willing to like max him out, give him some like Rudy Gobert money? What do you think?
I don't think he's earned the Gobert money, but he's definitely in the 20 to 25 range.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. You know, the injury sets him back, unfortunately, and we need to see more from this offensive game. Like there's a lot of times where I'm watching like Robinson, and I'm just like, bro, why are you just standing there, bro? Go cut in, or like
exactly.
He'll be awkwardly just being in the court. That's one thing. And on the defense, again, great post defender, really good at getting block shots. But I need to improve it. I need to see more improvement in the perimeter and pick and roll. Because bro, like there's a lot of times where he gets on a guard, he's getting cooked. He's not gonna keep up with some of these guards. So these are some of the things I need to see him improve on. But he's definitely like, I think by next year, if he can show these improvements, because he's slowly improved. Like if we remember his rookie year, this guy was getting like 4 or 5 fouls a game, sometimes fouled out often, and he's improved from like fouling every single play to now just being the presence, like being a presence. When you watch the Knicks games, and bro, Tom Thibodeau, that guy's amazing, man. That guy's amazing. He's set our culture for sure. Because every time you see when Robinson was playing, you could just feel the presence. It didn't matter if he wasn't gonna get a block shot. You just felt his presence on defense, and that's what I like. I'm like about a lot from him.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm with you on it defensively. Again, I'm gonna go back to earlier in the season when people were trying to see at least for me, it didn't seem necessary, but they were trying to look for Mitchell Robinson to start shooting threes. Were you one of those guys who wanted to see Mitchell Robinson shoot threes?
I mean, look, they wanted Dwight Howard to shoot threes, so like, I'm not feeling that. Like I get that we're in this league of you got to be able to shoot the three, right? But like, you know, like don't force it, you know? Like I feel like Robinson, what he should really work on for now is just keep finishing, bro. Keep finishing his layups, keep finishing his drives, finishing those dunks. And I think like he doesn't need to become Hakeem Olajuwon within the post, nothing crazy like that. But if you can just focus on finishing on pick and rolls, and you know, and like steadily like hitting like 5-10 foot jump shots, and then slowly moving back, he'll be fine.
Facts, because like I'll be telling Mo all the time, like, yo, all these motherfuckers that's just like, yo, they want him to become Brooke Lopez, just like take like 8 threes a game. I was like, yo, he's like you said, he getting better every year, and it's like he's improving the fundamentals. You know what I mean? Like right now, all he needs to like add is like a jump hook. You know what I mean? Left or right hand jump hook, and like you said, cut. You know what I mean? Like let's start with the basics, then we'll worry about him like becoming like Hakeem Olajuwon with that Brooke Lopez 3. Like some of these fans, bro.
Listen, our team has sucked for so long. Like, bro, the last time we were in the playoffs, I remember being a 12-year-old kid. I made this joke. I've made this joke. That y'all remember Game 6, Knicks Pacers? Y'all remember that?
Yeah, vividly.
Right? Bro,
shit is like injected into me, and it's never gonna go away.
Mike Woodson owe me a favor.
Roy Hibbert blocking Carmelo. Roy Hibbert blocked Carmelo so hard he set our franchise back 10 years. That's how hard Roy Hibbert got blocked.
Sure.
That block is forever ingrained in my memory. But you know, we're finally respectable again. So let's just work our way slowly. We've been through a lot, and we should just relish the moment at the moment. You know.
I swear, I'm sure that video has millions of views, and I'm sure at least half of it are Knicks fans just going back just to double check to see if that really happened, because it did happen. I'm one of those guys. I've watched maybe at least once a year just to remind myself, or just to double check if that was actually something that happened. Roy Hibbert, like I don't know what he's doing right now, probably bagging groceries. That's
what I mean. Like the other half of those like 5 million views by Roy Hibbert himself. He ain't playing ball no more. Just sitting at home, just like watching his glory days.
Real quick. Yeah. Someone, can y'all see the chat?
No, I keep it off.
Okay, Why? Okay. Nah, because I'm seeing the chat. One of my boys is on here. He said, "Hey, can y'all see the chat?" And I'm like, "Oh, yo, that's my boy Kush. That's my boy Kush. He actually runs a YouTube channel too. It's called The Hub. Giants YouTuber, great guy. Oh, he made
nice.
he made a statement. I want to read to y'all. Knicks will beat the 7th seed and face the Nets in the first round. They will eliminate the Nets.
Yo, I fuck with the confidence.
Me too.
I fuck with it.
I just
I
wanted to
don't
read
believe
that.
it, but I fuck with it.
Neither do I. I told the same boy. I was like, listen, if this happens, like this, like if the Knicks make the playoffs, we play the Nets and we beat the Nets, right? I told him straight up, like, we're gonna buy some. I'm gonna make a full song that's gonna go on Spotify and all these streaming platforms. We're gonna shoot a video. I'm gonna get every single Knicks fan I know. Like that includes you guys. We're gonna get our Knicks jerseys. We're gonna get our Tims. We're gonna fucking, like go crazy in the video, and we're gonna get a bottle of Henny, and we're gonna pour Henny on top of King's jersey. That's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, I mean,
I fuck with it, bro.
Yeah, we talking about us being the Nets as a 7th seed in the play. I just hope we make it to the playoffs, man. I don't care what seed we are, as long as we're in the playoffs. That would be glory for me.
I'm saying though, this franchise has been underdog before in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
That's true.
History could repeat itself.
It could, yo. We were the 8th seed back in. I mean, I wasn't alive for it, but my dad always tells me stories about how we were the 8th seed in '99 and we went all the way to the finals. And
your dad knows ball like that?
My dad's an old head, bro. He's one of those old heads. He's like, yo, why are these guys shooting so many threes? I want to see more. I want to see more hook shots. Why are these guys? Like he misses those old ass 2000 scores where it's like 74, 78 or some shit. You know, he hates this like super high fast ball. Though he enjoys the dunks though. I'll give him that.
So he got you. So I'm assuming he turned you to a Knicks fan then. Got you started early.
Yes. He. And my uncle, my 2 uncles, we used to, so back in like, I was just born around the time, 01, 02, 03. We were still making the playoffs at the time, right? Those old Marbury teams, the Allen Houston teams, my dad would just have me sit down with my uncles and we would just watch together. And then the Knicks started to suck all of a sudden. So we stopped watching ball. But then we started watching more again. I mean, because like I watched ball here and there when I was like because I was very young. I was only like 7 or 8. I'm not gonna really understand stuff. But I remember when what's it called? Amari first came to town. That's when my dad was like, all right, yo, we're gonna watch Knicks games more religiously again. And that's when we started. And then Melo came to town. And then we made the playoffs. And then we were looking, and then 54-28 comes out of nowhere. And now it's like, yo, we're gonna beat the Heat. We're gonna beat we're gonna beat Braun. Melo's gonna go to the finals. We're gonna see it happen. And then it all went downhill.
I fuck with that, bro. That's like the same story as me. I'm like a lot older than you though, but like it's my uncle, it's my dad. All they watch is wrestling and the Knicks. You know what I mean? So it's the same shit I grew up loving. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm still tripping on you saying you wasn't even born in '99. So like, I gotta ask, like, what's your most painful Knick memory? Because you obviously way younger than both of us. Right, so I gotta ask.
I mean, the last decade was
the last decade is pretty painful. I told you that block that Roy Hibbert had on Melo is stitched in my memory for life. That's definitely one of them. Man, I guess another one. Yo, like I want to say it's a specific moment, but like the whole Phil Jackson shit, bro. My dad and I had so much hope. Like my dad came home. I remember when Phil Jackson got hired. My dad came home, he's like, yo, we got Phil Jackson as our general manager. He's gonna save us. He's gonna save us. And I was like, I was hyped with him. We were ready. We were like, yo, we're gonna be nice again. We got Kristaps on the team. I remember when Kristaps got booed. I remember when Stephen A. Smith was cursing this dude out. Oh my god. And then I thought Kristaps was gonna be our guy. Actually, funny enough, back in the day.
Sure, everybody did, man.
Everybody did. That was that in of itself is a nice story. I just wish it didn't end the way it ended. And we see the stories now for Kristaps and what's going on there, how the Mavs are quote unquote sniffing other offers in the NBA, which is mad funny.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's talk about yesterday's game. Did you get a chance to watch the Knicks face off against the Warriors?
Yes. Yo, hold on, real quick. Before we talk about the game, I'm sorry,
all good.
All good.
The chat, y'all should keep the chat open because this is a funny ass statement. My boy said Bobby Shmurda lucky he ain't witnessed the past 4 years the Knicks fan.
That's true though. Shit, we was good last time he was out, right? No.
Yeah, last time
2014.
2014.
Like 1 year removed.
We are all right then. That was a painful season, but we are all right.
It was painful because we had expectations.
Oh man, yes. But I did watch. I was able to catch mainly the fourth quarter of the game, so I did catch that. I was reviewing some of the tape and the highlights before I came on here, so so we could talk about it.
Got you.
Yeah. So what were your main takeaways?
Bro, that game was weirdly officiated. They were not making any calls. I was very surprised by that. Like, first of all, like it was, and it wasn't like, oh, the Knicks were getting no calls and the Warriors were, which is what you typically expect. You know what I'm saying? Because the Warriors are seen as a more respectable franchise and with recency bias. But there were just not a lot of foul calls being called, and I was very surprised. Like, bro, they were letting them play mad physical. Like, it felt like, I mean, a lot of Knicks games feel like that, but like it felt like a really early 2010s game. It felt like an early 2010s Knicks game, not like a not like in a today NBA Knicks game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think D Rose said the same thing afterwards. He was just like, "Oh, we're getting fouled the same way they are, except they getting the calls. So like, y'all can figure out what that means." You know what I mean? He was like
Yeah,
ambiguous, but he was basically saying these refs is in the Golden State pockets. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Getting paid on the side. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the Knicks did get hoed a little bit by some of the late calls. Do you remember that steal
Mm,
that Taj Gibson had on Andrew Wiggins, and somehow Wiggins got the ball back, and I was like, wait a minute, did he just not shove the man to get the ball? Like,
that's
what?
what I mean.
Yeah,
You know, like,
Yeah, Oubre got the dunk after that too.
yeah. Like I think those are the calls I think D Rose was talking about. Because I first read the statement and I was like, bro, you're tripping, bro. It was like 24-25. Like the calls were even. I watched this at a game, but then I was thinking about, I was like, no. He's not talking about like the game in Joe. He's talking about like very specific moments of the game where it's like,
yeah, yeah.
why did they get the call? Like, I think most of the like some of the Knicks calls were kind of sus for sure, towards the end.
Yeah, I mean the ref's been tripping all season, man. I don't know if you guys saw what happened to Giannis. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He dunked on Cat, gave him a look, got a tech for it. He said nothing. He gave him a me mug because he dunked on him. He
Mean
yammed it on
face.
him, got a fucking tech off that. Like, shit
He's
like that
being a
is
meanie
just
face.
shit. He's being a meanie face.
That's the shit that my dad hates. That's the shit my dad hates. He's like, yo, why are we giving texts like that? Like, come on, bro. But
Bro, like Randall got ejected last night because like he was smiling and like I think he said something
yeah,
mad low key, and I'm just like, yo, these refs are pussies. Like
bro,
they
bro,
like what the fuck kind of like they need a safe space? Like what the fuck is this?
that ass, bro. The refs have a lot of control, like, and it's not in a good way. Like they starting to get really soft, and it messes with the tempo of the game. I don't know if you noticed, but like I've been noticing like the past couple years in general, like NBA games, like the momentum shifts are really really weird. Like
Yeah,
they'll have this crazy call, and then the refs talk about it for like 10 minutes, and then everyone's off their flow. So you'll have Randall going off, or maybe you'll have some random guy on the bench. It could be any random role player just going crazy, and then they lose their hot streak already just because you stopped playing for 10 minutes, because you're reviewing some stupid call.
Yeah, and they try to expedite it with the guys in Secaucus and all that. But like, it's just, I mean, that's one thing to keep the game going, but these bullshit call, like Draymond was ejected with I think 9 seconds left to go in the game against I think it was the Hornets, and then they ended up losing the game like that. Like this past week, they're really getting exploited for the nonsense that they've been doing. So, I mean, I hope Adam Silver, if you're watching this, do some shit, man.
he definitely watching this. You know what I
He
mean?
definitely
Like, you
watching
got a
it.
burner account.
Definitely.
He in the chat.
I bet you everyone in the NBA got a burner account. We already know KD got one, bro. We know KD got one. Like,
Facts.
I'm sure me reading out that statement about us beating them in the 7th seed and me pouring Henny on the jersey already got him fired up to prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Like
Like,
even Alfred Payton had a burner account. I
yeah.
mean, it was probably some kid trolling, but I'm gonna believe it's Payton. I want to believe it's Payton because that shit is hilarious.
Me too. The account has 2 followers, and I think Alfred Payton follows it, so that's why it was sus.
He does.
I think that's what it was. He might have followed it, and then people caught us quickly unfollowed it. So I think that's what people were saying that's Alfred Payton on the low.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that. I just know that like he don't tweet during the games, and people just like, yo, just go to the back in the locker room during halftime, just grab your phone.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So last week we had Andrew Claudio on the show. He's this producer for Knicks Film School, and we were talking about Bradley Beal because that was a hot name that came up. And this week his name isn't as brought up as much. But I'm just curious on your take. Is Bradley Beal a player that you think the Knicks should look to trade for? Are we at that point yet? How do you feel about that?
I mean, there's a reason why Bradley Beal's not being brought up like the Wizards on a 5-win win streak. They just beat the Lakers. You know,
That's true.
they're finally starting to figure things out. Scott Brooks might not get fired and all that. But to be honest, no, I don't think so. I think we're just another year away from that. Because like wait, what do we give up for Bradley Beal? What RJ? We're not doing that. Randall.
Like
I'm hearing trade rumors with people saying, yo, trade Randall. Why would we do that? Man's having an all-star year. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand, like, you know, it's easy to bank off of his trade value because it's at the highest it could ever be at, you know? And if he falls off a cliff, I don't know, which I don't think he will, because I mean, the reason why, like, have you noticed why Randall's playing really well? His body's in the best shape ever. Every year, his body keeps getting better, and as his body gets better, he plays better. Like last year, I think his body was a little off. That's why he wasn't playing as well. But this year, he's in the best shape of his life. You know, he used that lockdown to his advantage, and probably went crazy in the gym. You know, so
facts. He
but
got
like,
his boy Kenny Payne too. You know what I mean? Like his like favorite coach from Kentucky. So like he sees him every day. He gets his mentor to like that teaches him and shit. So it's like it's a perfect combo. But on that point of Randall though, I think the biggest thing is it would be such a bad look because you brought up like, yo, Tibbs came in, fixed the culture. It would be such a bad look for the culture if the dude that actually helped turn us around, like the main dude that became an all-star, if we just ship him away. That's just like the same old Knicks kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like we did that with Porzingis, though it's kind of working out towards our favor now. But like Randall, I think Randall is setting the culture right, and I don't think Knicks would want to trade him. But then, you know, Robinson, we're not trading that guy. Well, are y'all going to y'all going to take the two?
Let me give you the trade situation that he gave, because it was pretty interesting.
Okay.
We own the Knicks, we own our pick, we own the Mavericks pick. And both teams might be, say hypothetically, we get late lottery, you know, say 13-14. So 13-14, Mitch and RJ, I think, was a situation that he gave, right? Nafi, was that it?
That sounds about right. Basically, everybody except Randall. You know what I mean? Like you said, Knox too, I think.
But we still keep IQ, and we get Randall plus Beal on a team, and that's a big two right there. Under you know, Tom Thibodeau, we still keep our all-star coaching staff. So is Mitchell Robinson a player? You know, I don't know how high you are on RJ Bear. We're both high on him, but that kind of situation, let's say 14th and 15th picks, RJ and Mitch for superstar Bradley Beal.
Right. I mean, yo, that's a very tempting trade, right? But then the thing is, I think, like, again, like Mitchell Robinson is also another player that fits with the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like there's a culture being developed, and you have to make sure. I'm sorry. You know, everyone wants to talk about getting the superstars. Everyone wants to talk about getting the superstar, but besides getting the star, you have to make sure they fit into the system and they fit into the city and the culture and the vibe. If they don't, I don't know. I mean, Bradley Beal seems like a guy that could fit into our culture very well, but like, you know, like I feel like having Robinson, and I'm super high. I'm high on both Robinson and Barrett. I'm high on both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like their ceiling is so much higher. You know what I'm saying? Than just a Bradley Beal. You know, I feel like if those two really pan out, especially Barrett, you know, having a core of Robinson, Barrett, and Randall with Toppin, with Quickly, you know what I'm saying? That's actually I think it's better to have as a team over just one superstar. You know, that's the thing I consider, bro. It's like, yes, it's a stars game and whatnot, but having a competent team is more important, because we don't want to. Because remember the Melo trade, like. We gave up a lot. If you remember, we gave up Felton, Wilson Chandler, Delino Gallinari.
Starting lineup, basically.
Right. Our starting lineup, right? And then basically our entire starting lineup. And, you know, we got Melo and Chauncey Billups, who became Tyson Chandler right after. And like, we only had 1 year where it really worked out. The reason why it really worked out was because everyone was hitting their threes. If you remember that year, like Prigioni was hitting his threes. You know what I'm saying? Like
no Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd, 40-year-old Jason Kidd was swishing in threes for us. You know what I'm saying?
6th man of the year, J.R. Smith.
Everyone was swishing.
What a magic season.
Right? But like what you notice the next year after that 54-win season, we fell off because we were starting to miss our threes. We were missing our veteran leadership. You know what I'm saying? Bargnani.
It's true.
Bargnani.
Nah, Bargnani was like a cancer. I'ma still believe that. We could have made the playoffs if we didn't have Bargnani. If like all the vets retired and we just did not trade for Bargnani, we would have made the playoffs. He was just that fucking bad.
We were not gonna be we were not gonna be we were the second seed that year. We were the second seed that year, right?
Yeah.
We were probably like the 6th or 7th, right? But like there's just like it's just like, but how much more can you do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like I want to have a repeat of that again, you know, of just okay, we have Bradley Beal. We ball out 1 year with 54-28 again with Randall and Beal and Quickly and all that. But and top it, and then you know, suddenly let's say our magic runs out. You know, like now we're missing RJ, we're missing Mitchell's defensive presence, you know. I think it's lots. I think it's just not worth in the long run. I think it gives too much short-term pleasure, but it's not worth in the long run. And I mean, like, bro, I'm tired of having short-term, you know, wins, bro. I want something longer, you know. I like, bro, we had. I cannot live off of the 2012 season for the next 10 years of my life. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I mean, if not Beal, though, is there any other targets you thinking about? I know Lonzo been connected to the Knicks. What you think about Lonzo on the Knicks?
I love that. I actually love Lonzo being with the Knicks because, first of all, I don't listen. All the guys on Twitter talk about, oh, Lonzo's a bust. Lonzo's a bust. All right, listen. Based off of the expectations LeVar gave and Magic Johnson gave, calling him the next Magic, he's a bust, right? But like everything he does so well. It's all not on paper. You have to be a student of basketball. You have to love basketball to see what Lonzo does. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Lonzo's a great defender, great passing IQ. You know what I'm saying? His 3-point shot is steadily improving too. He can knock down threes, play good defense, and you know, he gets guys open. You know what I'm saying? So like, that would. I think would help the Knicks more because what are we, bro? Did you guys check the stats? We're the number 1 team in defense. We are number 1 on defense. We were number 6 a couple of days ago. We're number 1. We passed the Lakers. We're the best defense team in the league. You know what I'm saying? But we're also the worst offense in the league too. And you know, in order to open that up, you need a guy. You need playmakers. You know, that's something the Knicks kind of lack. So Lonzo would help us a lot. I mean, I don't know what y'all take.
I mean, I think anybody except Peyton, bro. Like, if you listen to our pod, I fucking hate that dude's guts. Like, even last night, you got people saying like, "Oh, he had a good game. You can't shit on Peyton." Like, yo, you see his numbers. He had like what, like I don't know, like it wasn't efficient. You know what I mean? And they're just like, "Oh, RJ and didn't really show up." Yo, there's a reason why RJ struggles sometimes because his point guard literally is not respected by the defense. You know what I mean? So like, anytime RJ has the ball, he got an extra dude looking at him. It's just simple basketball. So I mean. So with Lonzo, like to your point, he's unselfish. Like my thing with Payton, he's played selfish all year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's always just either like looking off RJ. I think they got beef. Like I don't believe in the Randall and RJ beef no more. But I think Alfred just like I don't know. Like RJ took his girl. I don't know what's going on, but it just don't look right. He just sometimes it just be looking flagrant. You know what I mean? Like he'll come up, bring the ball up. RJ's like 10 feet away, and then he just does not look that way. I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. And he can't blame the crowd noise because there's no crowd. He hears RJ calling for the ball. He's just like, nope. He just gives it up. That shit is so fucking infuriating. But yeah, anybody but Payne. So I'll take Lonzo. You know what I mean?
I feel like
what about
Lonzo,
you, Mo?
Nah, yeah, I'm with you, man. Like Elfrid Payton it seems like he's blatantly ignoring RJ Barrett. They'll both be on the break, and RJ will be in front of him, and Elfrid will look and just go straight to the basket and miss half the time, man. And he'll still drop 20. He dropped 20 points last night, and like those just seem like they're empty stats. Once in a while, he'll have a good drive, and defensively, he's actually not that bad. But overall, in his game, he's affecting other players. They are the number 1 defensive team, so you got to give him some respect as far as guarding the other team's point guard. But, you know, still, at the end of the day, Lonzo Ball could do a better job. I just don't know his contract situation right now, so I don't know how that trade exactly would work. And his shot it's steadily improving. I know the last couple of games he's been doing well, but earlier in the season, he was shooting horribly. But, I mean, Lonzo Ball with Thibodeau, I think any player who's been struggling and they're with this coaching staff always has a chance to be much better than they currently are.
Yeah. So Lonzo's actually making $10 million this year with restricted free agency this summer, right? So honestly, we don't even need to trade the guy because let's be real, the Pelicans don't know how to use this man. Like Van Gundy. Listen, Van Gundy's a right coach. You know, he's a pretty good coach overall. Like great guy off the court, man. That man has some great like political views and all that
Facts.
stuff.
He a good ass dude.
He a good
Definitely.
person. I will forever respect Van Gundy for that. But as a coach, they're basically playing Lonzo like a shooting guard. Like, oh yo, sit in the corner, shoot threes, and go guard the best shooting guard. And that is just killing him. Like, this man is supposed to break out this year because he was showing great signs in the bubble last season. But he's not going to break out because they just don't. They keep using him like a shooting guard. They want to let the veteran Bledsoe run point guard, and Bledsoe is some hot garbage. That man was supposed to be mini LeBron, but he's mini Bledsoe now, bro. How is this possible?
That's very funny.
Yo, low-key, the Pelicans are playing like exactly how people expected us to play, like the ugly ass offense, you know what I mean? Like no shooting, you know what I mean? And like just losing here and there. So like I don't know. Low-key, I think it's David Griffin to blame, not Van Gundy, because like I didn't get getting Steven Adams with Zion because like Zion can't shoot yet. So how you gonna get a center that like has no jumper at all? You know what I mean? And you got Bledsoe who he turned into a pumpkin every playoffs. Now he a full-time pumpkin. You know what I mean? Like he can't shoot at all. His jumper is broke too. You got Lonzo who's still struggling with shooting. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's facts. And I mean,
you know
bro,
what I mean?
they have Ingram holding the ball a lot more, and they want Ingram to play make, which I'm fine with because, bro, Ingram is like looking legit. Like you know, like he's not gonna live to the KD comparison, but he's like right below it. You know what I'm saying? Which is perfect.
I feel that.
So like Ingram being a great playmaker just makes a lot of sense. I understand why they want to do that, but like you got other playmakers on your team. What I wish is this for the Pelicans. I know this is a Knicks podcast, but this is just some shit.
Pelicans minute.
This Pelicans minute, yo, like cause this shit has legit been pissing me off, man. I play a lot of
Talk about it.
It's my fault, you know. But like,
that's what this is for. No, that's
go ahead, Rant.
for.
Get your shit off.
Like, bench Bledsoe's ass right now. Get JJ Redick as your shooting guard. Run Ingram. Run Zion, and you know, fire and run Adams, and that automatically will fix your spacing by a lot. Having Bledsoe come off the bench, because sometimes, man, like having players coming off the bench really benefits them. Like, look at D Rose, bro. You know, like I was like when we first traded for Rose, I was like, okay, we gave him a bag of chips and like half a chopped cheese for him. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I'm not mad at that trade, but I see him play for us. I'm like, yo, this guy's averaging like he's getting like a good 14 to 18 points off the bench, pretty efficient shooting overall, great veteran leadership. Mans does not wave off RJ Barrett when we're playing, you know what I'm saying? And like you know what I'm saying? But Rose is doing great as that sixth man, as that guy just coming off the bench. You know, like that man's never gonna play more than 22 minutes ever again, which is unfortunate because honestly, if he did. I mean, have you ever seen the per 36 numbers with that guy? Like they're saying, like if he played 35 minutes a game, like he would ideally be back to MVP for him, but his knees not gonna let him do that. But yeah,
like, his legs would explode 35 minutes a game. Hell no.
They can't handle that shit no more. Like you play him 30 if you're going to overtime, if it's looking like that. But he's like a closer type of guy now. You know what I'm saying? Like in baseball, like you know how we have Mariano Rivera for the Yankees, same exact shit. Like he's gonna be our closer. You know, I like that. But the Pelicans, bro, like their team is a mess. I don't like the way that they're doing. I don't like the way Van Gundy's coaching them. Like Griffin needs to sit down with Van Gundy, and be like, all right, man, who do we need to move? Who do we need to like work around and all that stuff? If you want BI to be the primary playmaker, that's fine. But then then don't have Lonzo on your team. Like go trade him for some shooters. You know.
You start the Nola-ish podcast, man.
Yeah, probably
talk about it. All right, so as we start closing out this show, we like to ask our guests a couple of questions towards the end. When you play first of all, how often do you play basketball? I know it's a pandemic still, but do you still get a chance to ball?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay,
I do.
so when you do play, who do you think you emulate your game after?
All right, well, I play. Okay, so I'm 5'11", but so like I'm like average height. But when I play with people, normally I play really big. I try playing like really really big. So my jump shot is not the best, but I play really good defense. So I can guard people, and I would say if I play with someone, I would say it's like a hybrid of Jokic and probably like a little bit of like I want to say like Jokic and Embiid. You know what I'm saying? Like a little mix of
That's
both.
Son just said he's the greatest big man of all time. Get the fuck out of here. Son said he's the GOAT. He said it real subtle too. He's like, yeah, I'm a little Jokic. Get some MB, some
Bring
Hakeem
some
footwork.
AD in there too. On my off day, I'm Hakeem.
Some Carl Anthony Towns for the razzle dazzle. You know what I mean?
No, but what I mean by that is I play really good defense, and I'm really good at like getting people open and playmaking. Like that's what I like doing. But I got no jump.
Because I'm Shaq.
I'm Shaq.
I'll be KG on the defense. You know what I mean? Slapping the floor.
Nah, bro.
Growling dudes.
When I play with kids, I don't post up. I feel bad every time I'm in the post. I'm like, yo, this don't feel right. Like this feels wrong. I'm gonna back out a little bit, just shoot a little bit, and just help these kids learn how to play basketball. Like my park used to have like a lot of like older people playing there, but like now, you know, everyone's busy with college, work, and all that stuff. So there's a lot of young kids
Real
playing
life,
there, right? It's just how it is. So there's these kids like, you know, like it's crazy. I'm 21. I'm about 20, about to be 21, but like 15, 16 is young now. You know what I'm saying for me? So when I'm playing these kids. Yo, every kid wants to fucking be Steph Curry. They're just jacking up threes. Literally, I was playing with this kid. Mind you, they're a little bit faster than me. But I can keep up with them. They're just running around, shooting threes. Like this one kid has this awful form of just holding the ball all the way back and just launching it. And I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Why are you jacking threes like this? Like stop. I remember I taught a random kid how to play defense. I was like, listen, bro, if he sets a pick, you gotta go around it. You know, like have your arms out more, have your arms open one, put a hand in their face. You know, like it's just simple basic.
We got Greg Popovich over here too now.
Yo, coach.
My plan is once I get older, because you know I'm still young as fuck, but once I'm like in my 30s or early 40s, you know, I'm gonna move to like some random fucking gated community and just coach all the little kids like on my free time, bro. I'll be the PTA, I'll be the head coach in the PTA, you know, like a PTA member and all that shit. That's my future plans.
Fuck with that, aim high. PTA basketball coordinator, I dig it.
Yeah, in a gated community.
Oh shit, yeah, gated community. There you go, aiming high.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And last question. When you hear the name Knick-ish or the word Knick-ish, what does that mean to you?
Bro, that's just authentic Knicks basketball commentary, bro. That's just that's just some people. That's you guys. That's you guys giving real ass take, getting real New Yorkers, not some people that are like, hey guys. I'm from Boston, but I live in New York. Or, hey guys, I'm from Tennessee and I live in New York. Not those people that are born here, living in rent controlled apartments. You know, just real hard to the ground New Yorkers talking about basketball. You know, that's what I think.
Okay, we appreciate that, bro. Nah,
yeah.
Like genuinely. So the exact answer we expected. I thought it was you was about to say Bargnani. That's right.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's what most people say. Just some miserable shit.
All right. I mean, Nafi, you're good. You got any last questions for Abed?
No, might need to after a show ends, ask him for some post tips. You know what I mean? We got Jokic over here, so like,
of course, bro.
ask him how to read the double.
Of course, yo. I got the vision, bro. I'll draw a place on my tablet, bro. I got you.
I got you.
So Abed, if people are interested in learning, or listening to your music that you've been making, where can they find you?
Bro, if you can follow me on Instagram, Abed__II, Twitter, Abed Islam 2. You can find you'll find all my links there. I'm on Spotify, Abed Islam, Apple Music, Abed Islam Title, Abed Islam. I'm on all platforms. I have a YouTube channel, Abed Islam as well. You can feel free to DM me anytime. Like I love as you can see, I'm a big basketball fan, but I'm also a big music fan. I love talking about music. We can make music. I can give you advice on music. That's another thing I love doing because as an independent artist, like I'm not big at all, but I know a lot of small things already as is. So if you ask me, I will gladly give it to you because I really would like helping people and pushing people forward. Like, like being independent is hard, like I'm gonna be real with you real quick. Besides this music thing, what you guys are doing, this shit threatens like companies like ESPN and Fox News, and it threatens all those channels because guess why? Because if you watch First Take, right, you hear all these crazy ass like comments and shit. Or ESPN shows like now it's not as real anymore. Why? Because there's people like you who say, "Yo, I don't like the bullshit that a lot of the stuff ESPN and Fox says, so I'm gonna do it." And I love push people like that because like fuck the bullshit, bro. I want the real shit, and you guys offered that. So I'll
Appreciate
always
it,
remember
man.
that, man. Always remember that when you make the show. Always remember that.
Definitely appreciate that. And on
Yeah,
that
thank
note,
you.
I mean, we part of a network of some real ass creators too. So like, shout out to nothing but Knicks, MBK, the whole MBK fam. We see Leisure Knicks in the chat too. So salute. You know what I mean?
Salute.
Yeah. Take us
For
home,
sure,
Mo.
man. Yep. So if you guys are checking out this episode of Knick-ish Nite, you're interested in joining us on our show as a guest, shoot us a DM, Twitter, IG, anything, and let us know that you're interested. We'll bring you onto the show. Abed, thank you, man. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. We appreciate it.
Appreciate
We'll
you
support
guys.
your music. You're killing it right now, and you're on the come up. So
You too,
thank you
yo.
for joining us, and we'll be happy to have you back on the show at some point later on, man.
Hopefully playoff time. Hopefully playoff time, guys. I want to talk
Most
about that
definitely.
Knicks net first round. We'll talk match shit.
Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Knick-ish Show and subscribe to all of our podcasting platforms, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and all that. And make sure you tune in next week. Next week it will also be on a Wednesday because for some reason there's a lot of Thursday games now. And we'll have a new guest on. Until next time, take care, everyone. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.